Syahira binti Muhammad Jari Bedau.
My name is Nurlali Izzati.
Hi, I'm Sharika.
My name is Luman Hakim.
And my name is Shahira Hanim binti Samsudin.
I'm Nur Aisyah binti Ahmad.
And we are from group ED24138. Okay. Today we're going to present our Big Book Project product, which we call Story of the Livings. Based on the title that we've given for this book, the theme of this book is living things because the content relates to all general living things. Okay. This book is a complete compilation of literature for children. It consists of 3 poems, 1 story, and 1 fable, which are suitable for the children at the age of 4 to 7. We decided that this book suits the children in that age range because all the content is told from the point of view of the children themselves. Okay, the compilation is done based on 2 main theories that we've learned in class, which are Erik Erikson's theory of psychosocial development and also the Charles theory of reading development. Okay, according to Charles theory of reading development, we decided that this book is meant to be read to children from the age of 4 to 7 while they play with the literature materials that we provided in this book because they are in stage 0 to 1 of the theory. And we also decided that this book is suitable for that age range because the syntax and vocabulary of the content is simple and direct and the meaning of the contents are also very clear and direct, and it also includes a child point of view, like I said before. And other than that, this book tends to be repetitious because it contains poetry and rhymes, and the fable and story are visualized with colorful graphics. And we can move on to the content of this book.
Okay, so next we'll proceed to the content of the book. So for this book, we have 3 poems, which are the All of Me, My Two Fell Out, Caterpillar. And then we have story, the Ox and the Frog. We have fable and the Yom Nom Nom. So let's look at the first poem for this book, which is the All of Me by Jessica McDonough. Okay, so for this page of poem, we include the concept of abstract, where it's attract the attention of the child that listens, the audience that listens to the readers here. They also have a pop-up illustration here where they can use their sense of touch to touch and have their attention is not away from the books. And then the vocab used here is very simple and it's relatable to them as we use simple verbs here that they can understand and experience by themselves. And then for the next poem, we can see My Two Fell Out. So this is a simple, we use simple concept, basics, background, and we have here illustration of 2 boys and girls where we put two genders here, so we are eliminate the gender bias here, and then both of them have their 2 fell out here, and then both the poems, the first one, the All of Me and My Two Fell Out, use simple and direct vocabulary where the children can understand and relate to them, where they can experience and understand, and they also use in their daily life communication. Okay, so they can also use their sense of touch here in the second poems. And then for the last poem here, Caterpillar. Okay, so for this, we include another living thing, which is an insect, a caterpillar, which will transform into a butterfly. So these poems is specially put in this book, so we can convey a general knowledge to the audience, to the children, and also we create a fun illustration here so they can keep their attention to the poems, to the readers, and also the language for three poems that we include in the books is very simple, direct, and constructive to their English language acquisition development. So, and then we'll proceed to the next story that will be presented by Miss Hanim.
2, 3.
Okay, for the story, we choose the Om Nom Nom. This story is a whimsical concept which includes repetitives and rhymes that appeal to the children to read and listen to. This story is full of fun illustration. Okay, this is one of the interaction that we have. Fun illustration and interaction, so instead of reading and listening, they can also interact with the book activities. Okay. Lastly, this story uses the point of view of a child, where this point of view helps the children to have better understanding. So this is the illustration. Okay. This is the Om Nom Nom. Okay. So moving on to the fable. For fable, we choose the ox and the frog, which contain the form of pastoral idyllic, which illustrates nature and innocence. Okay, this fable is included with illustration to ease the understanding of the story. We also include a demonstrative material for the reader to use to make the fable more fun for the children. So next, we will proceed to the issues in making this precious book.
Okay, throughout completing the big project, there were some issues that we had faced. Okay, like for example, the first one, in the beginning of the process in completing the big book project, we had some issues in choosing the right kind of materials, as we need to think of the children's perspective. But thankfully, we managed to overcome the issues by consulting with our lecturer, Ms. Moon. The second issue that we faced is the cost. Like we thought that we've already spent quite a lot of money in completing the big work project, and as a student we think that it is quite a burden for us. Okay, and lastly, we had issue in time consuming, as in completing the project it required a lot of processes, which is time consuming for all of us, as we need to balance in between this project and other assignments and also classes. Okay, next we will proceed with our hope for this book, and it will be presented by Lali.
Okay, so as we all know, we have put a lot of efforts into making and compiling this big book. So we hope that the objective of this book, which is to educate while entertaining the children, will be able to achieve. Okay, so we also hope that this book will help us to give general knowledge to the kids throughout the time of reading, listening, or also interacting to this book. And we really want the kids to have as much as fun as we all had during completing this big book project. So we all wish that the kids will enjoy this book and also able to reach all the messages and also the moral values that we tried to convey in this big book project. So before we end, we will demonstrate on a fable by Aisha.
Okay, let's start.
The Ox and the Frog. Two little frogs were playing about the edge of a pool when an ox came down to the water to drink, and by accident trod on one of them and crushed the life out of him.
No!
When the old frog missed him, she asked his brother where he was. "He is dead, mother," said the little frog. An enormous, big creature with 4 legs came down to our pool this morning and trampled him down in the mud. In enormous was he. Was he as big as this? Said the frog, puffing herself out to look as big as possible. Oh yes, much bigger was the answer. The frog puffed herself out still more. Was he as big as this? Said she. Oh yes, yes, mother, much bigger, said the little frog. And yet, again she puffed herself out till she was almost as round as a ball. As big as she began, but then she burst.
Thank you very much, and that's all for our Big Book project.
So, madam, we hope and wish for your son fast recovery and hope that you will be strong for this challenge given to you. Thank you.